All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this, what is now my first webinar that I'm doing on my own without any help from the team. And you can see that it's not going too well. Technologically, I'm a little bit behind my main team members. But so anyway, thank you for joining me. Today's webinar is a critical one. It's an important one because we've had a nice long 3-month run-up. I remember the first time we started speaking to everybody about ProSpring just over 3 months ago when I first made my first phone calls to my good friend Pete Burrows and Pete Aldred and Andres and a few people, just to say, hey man, something really interesting is brewing. We've been working on it for the best part of a year. We haven't told anybody about it yet. We've got everything lined up and ready to test. And we're confident that we can launch in 90 days time from now. So it's time to go. And tomorrow we're going to put up a pre-launch website. So I'd like you to be the first people to join me in this amazing new business opportunity that Jamie Mather has come up with. But I've been involved in a small way to kind of mold into what we believe is probably one of the best things that we've ever done ourselves, for sure, but also one of the most exciting things that's out there in the business opportunity market today. And the question was, well, what is it? Nobody knew. And so I kind of came up with a very short synopsis. The idea behind ProSpring was to take the world's biggest game, something that's played by half the world's adult population, requires zero explanation. The Lotto is a well-known product. It's a gaming product, but it's not considered a gambling product because nobody fritters away their life savings on playing the Lotto. You know, occasionally we might punt a few pounds, a few dollars, a few euro a week into a Lotto game to see if we can chance our luck and hit it big with a big win. And that's what is so exciting about this, because it can really change someone's life in one lucky strike. With ours, if one person hits a lucky strike, 5 or 6 or 7 people, in fact 49 other people actually benefit from the syndicate of that win as well. So we not only change one life, we can change many lives with our game. So I kind of said we've got this amazing new Lotto business, something that we've had a big experience in doing successfully over the past 10 years, which is the reason we came to Malta in the first place. And but this time we've actually taken technology and the advancements in technology over the past 5 or 6 years, particularly in social media, and married the two together and wrapped an amazing opportunity around it so that we can all participate in it around the world, perhaps except 1 or 2 countries, for example, America, France, Saudi Arabia, 1 or 2 other countries that we don't want to go to or we can't go to for legal reasons. But to all intents and purposes, this is an amazing opportunity for absolutely anybody that wants to participate in a home-based business opportunity that's totally risk-free, that is not going to empty your bank accounts to become a member. In fact, the opposite. You can actually do it for free if you just do a little bit of work and refer 3 people, right? So I went through this whole story with the first few people that we spoke to about 91 days ago. And here we are today, close to 40,000 people in our network, 2 days away from launch. All the excitement is building. I've had meetings today with Jamie Mather and the other partners here, particularly the technology people and the backbone people. And everything's really, really sweet. In fact, I have a really good piece of news tonight. We just had a beer before I got on this call, and got an amazing piece of news about a brand new payment gateway that's being lined up for India and South Africa. Now, I know over the last week or so, we've had a huge influx from South Africa. For some reason, South Africa just absolutely went ballistic. So if you're on this webinar here today, folks from South Africa, welcome. Really appreciate you being on our team here and appreciate the hard work that you guys are putting in, especially so late in the pre-launch. You guys have absolutely gone to town. It's amazing what you guys are doing. We've got people here from Russia on the call here today, Germany, UK, Spain, Australia. Wow, you guys are up late. It's early in the morning for you. We are recording this and we're going to be putting it back on replay as soon as it's finished, actually, maybe an hour or two later. So yeah, great news. The testing has gone amazingly well. Yes, there were one or two little glitches, as always with any software, but they got fixed very, very quickly. Everything's lined up and all systems go. So what I wanted to do today was to kind of go over the launch sequence with you so that everybody's in line, everyone knows exactly what we're doing. And more importantly, for you guys who are on this call today, I expect you to be leaders, which is why you've made the time to come on this call, and for you to then A, understand it, but B, really get it clear in your mind so that you can help your team players and your team partners to really understand the next 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks is our activation phase, our launch phase, and it's the all critical phase. So far, we have had an amazing run. We've had a brilliant pre-launch, and we've had about 40,000 people signed up now with us in our team. But it's all been free registrations, right? Just reserving our spaces. Now it's time to really lock those positions in. As soon as we start, or the company starts the activation phase, and they open up the new site, open up the payment screens, we need to get right in there, get ourselves positioned, get our payments in, choose our packs. I expect everybody in the team to be a ProSpring player in the pre-spring. There's no point being in early, right at the beginning, in the pre-launch phase, when most of the world, or nobody in the world has heard about this yet. Not joining as a ProSpring member at €66 a month is probably unwise, right? You will regret it. So you want to get in there with 66, and I'll show you how to do that as we go through. Now, one of the things I want to also test here, guys, and I'd like you to just help me with this, is to see if I can share my screen. For some reason, the share screen thing isn't working. So if you guys have got, yes, it is working. Hang on one sec. Here we go. I'll pick that one, start sharing. So let me know if you see my screen. Everything's backwards for me for some reason. How odd. Can you see my screen? If you can you please just chime in here and let me know if you can see my screen here? That'd be really good. What am I doing? Here we go. You can hear me. You can hear me. Good. Can hear you, Rich. Yes, it's working. Okay. If one or two more people can just tell me if my screen is being shared and you can see the sequence infographic that Jamie has put up for us. So loud and clear, can hear you, Prash can hear you, everyone can hear me. All of a sudden this thing's kicked off now, so see you. Okay, so I think everyone can see my screen. Here we go. Yes, you can. Perfect. So what I'd like to do is quickly run through the whole sequence so that we're all absolutely clear. So we know that we've been saying for 90 days now, 15th of October, guys, 15th of October, the pre-launch will end and we will begin our activation phase towards our official launch, okay? And we've taken, I don't know how many, I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of questions about are we on track? Are we sure that we're going to launch on time? A lot of you guys have had a recent experience in another opportunity that made lots of promises about launching on particular dates, and they kept shifting it backwards and backwards. And I have been saying since day one that we're not cut from the same cloth. We've done this many times before. We never put out dates, or the company never puts out dates that they cannot stick to. So 15th of October is the launch date. First thing that's going to happen at midday, Central European time zone, Malta time zone. Some of you guys are saying no sound. I'm seeing here a couple of people, Amber saying no sound. But I think everybody else can hear me, right? If you can hear me, just chime in and say yes in case I've lost connection or something again. I don't think I have, but in case I have, just let me know, okay? So, yeah, so the first thing that's going to happen at noon on 15th of October, the pre-launch website is going to go down. We're going to stop taking registration in pre-launch again. And we're going to, I see Guzminda. Well done, Guzminda, for being online. This is he's from Canada. Good to have you, my friend. The pre-launch site will be taken down, and all the registrations for pre-launch will be over. That's it. Any benefits that we've got for pre-launch will end at noon, midday, 15th of October. So I urge you to look up the exact time that relates to in your territory, wherever in the world you are. Okay, so for example, in the UK, that'll be 11 a.m. on 15th of October. For Pete in Turkey, for example, it'll be 1 p.m. 15th of October. For David and Lorraine in Spain, for example, that'll be the same time, 12 noon. But work out what time zone, whatever time zone you're in, and what midday ET is equivalent for you, so you know exactly what the time zones are. Okay. Now, once that site goes down on the next day, on October the 16th at 8 o'clock in the morning, again Central European time, the launch site will go live, and people will then be able to activate their accounts and invite new people to join their teams again. And they'll be going to the LottoSpring.com site. Okay, this will be the official site. That site, by the way, looks something like this. Okay, if you haven't seen it yet, this is what it's going to look like. Now in launch, activation, your account 5th of October. So this is on a development server. I'm going to delete this just in case you guys copy it. Delete that. So this is what the site is going to look like. This is our official site when we actually launch. It's a really, really sweet looking site, professionally done. Everything that comes out of this company's design team is absolutely unbelievable. Makes us look awesome. Makes us look awesome when we share share our sites with other people, right? So on the 16th of October at 8 a.m., the new site will go up. People will then be able to activate their accounts, invite new people. You'll be able to choose your subscription, be it €33 a month or €66 a month. I'm hoping that you guys are all sensible and wise and take up the €66 a month option, because come on, you're gonna refer 3 people who are going to do the same, right? Which means you're not going to pay anyway, but you'll lock in the long-term benefits of being a ProSpring member for life if you do that now. Okay, so make sure you do the €66 a month option. You'll be able to choose your number for your ticket, and you'll be able to pay in your subscription amount using a credit card, debit card, Skrill, NetTeller, a bunch of other payment gateways. If you're in Russia, we've got Russian ones. South Africa, good news for you guys, the new one coming online pretty soon. It's not there yet, but before the activation phase is over, we're hoping to have a dedicated one for South Africa and also India. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing time to get people really going and activating their accounts. That happened on the 16th of October at 8 o'clock in the morning, Central European time. And then that window is going to be open for 3 weeks. That whole launch and payment period, I'm going to call it an activation period, is going to be open for 3 weeks. Okay, and in those 3 weeks, the company is going to, and myself as your upline, we're going to hold webinars and trainings on a regular basis to start training people on how to build this business out properly. It's not going to come from me only or from the company, but I'm going to invite some of my other leaders. We have leaders in the team here who've referred 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people each. How do they do that? It'd be great for us to know what these guys are doing. And they're going to be more than willing to impart their wisdom and their experience and their success so far with everybody. So we can all work as a team and maybe use some of their tools and techniques to build up our teams, right? The bigger our teams are, the bigger our winning will be, the bigger our bonuses will be through blitz points. So we're going to be doing webinars to present the opportunity and present the game to new prospects. We'll be holding those on a regular basis. We're going to be doing trainings to teach people how to build your business successfully, how to lay the foundations down correctly so that you have solid ground to build a huge business on top of it. There'll be email campaigns going out, educating people. There'll be campaigns going out. For example, when somebody funds their account, when somebody pays in and activates their account, the system is going to go upline and look at every single person upline who hasn't activated their account yet, and it'll shoot them a quick email saying, hey man, somebody in your social circle has just activated their account. You should do yours now, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on winnings, okay? Because we pay out multi-wins, 5%, 10%. The regular daily emails going out to people who have not activated their accounts yet, and the company is going to push the messages out to those people in case they don't know what to do. We're going to bring them to webinars, teach them how to fund their accounts. If they've forgotten or if they don't have the motivation, then what better to say, hey, 7 people in your social circle have activated their accounts. You should do this, you should do yours now. Don't miss out. If you don't do it by this deadline, you're going to miss out. Don't miss out. Then there'll be a whole bunch of emails going out to people who have referred 1 or 2 people that haven't quite referred 3 people yet. There'll be a whole sequence of emails going out to those people saying, hey man, it's really in your interest to refer another 1 or 2 people. Introduce 1 or 2 more people so that you can get yourself 3 people who are directly referred, who have activated their accounts, which means you're going to be playing for free from day 1. That's my ultimate goal with all of the key leaders that are on this call here today, that all of you, my wish for all of you is that none of you pay to be a part of this awesome opportunity from day 1. None of you pay. It's free. I want you to be free, and all you've got to do is refer 3 or more people directly who come in and do exactly the same. We can build an amazing, amazing business just doing that and never have to pay. All we do is pick up free winnings every single Tuesday and every single Friday. What could be better than that, right? So that's why this opportunity is so awesome. We're going to be running Facebook events, which will be the company-led, and I will help out. We'll invite some of the key leaders. I'd love to get some of you guys from South Africa on board. I'd love to get some of the Russian team, German teams, Akim and Munir doing an amazing job out there. The Australian team, we've got Andres and John and Michael and Steve. A whole bunch of people are absolutely gunning it out there for us. And also we've got some people now going in Norway and Finland and Sweden. People over there with KJ, you guys, Brian, doing an amazing job up there. So really, really glad that you're with us. And Gusminder in Canada, Indian gentleman who's leading the team in India, which is amazing. He's doing a fantastic job. So good to have you guys. All of you guys will be supported by myself and the company to make sure that we absolutely take maximum advantage of this 3-week launch and payment period. The aim is to make sure that as many people as we possibly can get activated, but make sure that we have enough people who do exactly the same in their social circles so that they don't pay. I really want all of us to not pay, right? And don't worry, the company will make money, we will win money, and we'll survive, and we'll actually thrive if we do that, because that's what this entire opportunity is based on, the premise of the leaders getting in early and really, really charging this thing forward. So it's a very important 3-week period, and I absolutely implore that you pay close attention in this 3-week period. Open every single email that's sent to you from the company. Read everything. Every single day there's going to be communication going out about the next step to take in the launch phase, about how to support your people to get them to refer more people, about how to make sure that you have information on board to know when the trainings are happening, so you can not only come to the trainings yourself and arm yourself with new wisdom, new tactics, new strategies to build your businesses, but also that you can impart that wisdom down to your team members who couldn't make the calls or couldn't make the Facebook events or whatever. So this 3-week period, I really want all of us to be absolutely attentive, dedicated, and put in a huge amount of effort and sacrifice, because these 3 weeks can absolutely set you up for a very, very long time with this opportunity. If you get these 3 weeks right, your next 3 years, your 6 years will be absolutely amazing. I promise you that. So I want you to make sure that you take full attention. Pay full attention and make sure you read every single email, attend every single training, attend every single webinar, promote every single event to your teams, do whatever you have to do. Engage in the Facebook pages, congratulate people, support people, help people. Even if they're not in your team, it doesn't matter. This is social media. We do this sort of stuff on social media all the time. The more people, remember, just because somebody is not in your team doesn't mean that their winnings won't impact your winnings. It might be that you're in the same syndicate as they are. And if they hit a jackpot, you're going to get some of that. Here's the beauty with this program. We don't know, right? We don't know who is going to impact our winnings. So let's be open and help everybody, right? So I want you to engage in the company's Facebook page. If you haven't already done so, get on the company's Facebook page and like it, so that you start getting alerts, start getting information. A lot of information is being put up there, and Jamie and the team here at ProSpring are doing an amazing job of keeping us. Don't you agree, guys? I mean, what do you guys think of the communication that's coming out of the company so far? Do you think they're doing a good job? If you think so, chime into the chat and let us know. Okay, let everybody know what you think of the company's communication with us so far. I think they've done a fantastic job. Okay, so once this 3-week period comes to an end on November the 5th at midday noon, okay, November the 5th, midday noon, pre-launch payment deadline ends, okay? If you want to be part of the live launch that the company is going to put on, it'll be an online live launch, you have to have funded your account by this date, okay? You have to have funded your account by this date. And if you do, there's going to be an extra special surprise that the company is going to announce. The company's got some amazing. I won't go there right now because I've not been authorized to mention anything, right? I'm really sorry about that. But I can tell you the company's got some beautiful surprises for us for the company's launch webinar that they're going to announce fairly soon. And also for anybody who activates their account in the pre-launch period, okay? All of this information is going to come out from the company's emails very, very soon. And you're going to love it. And what it's going to do is more for our team than us leaders. It's going to incentivize almost every single person in our teams to attend that webinar, the company webinar, because just for attending, there's some awesome surprises there, and fund their accounts, because for funding their accounts, not only are they locking their place in the matrix as high up as possible, but also there's some extra special goodies that the company are coming out with for us to have just as a thank you for being a part of their pre-launch, for making the pre-launch so successful, and for becoming a part of the company's leadership team. Okay, so there's some amazing stuff happening. So 5th of November, midday, that's when the deadline ends. Okay, so that's it. That's when it's gonna the payment deadline finishes. Okay, now what happens from there? On November the 9th, okay, on November the 9th, website registration go on hold, and the company will start building the 5x6 matrix, okay? So in that period, the company is gonna collect all the payments, allocate all the payments to all the right people, and at 9 o'clock a.m. Central European time, again, make sure you find out what time that is for you, wherever you are in the world. We have people from all over the world on this call today. I'm so excited. So many of you, 142 people so far. I really was thinking we might have maybe 20, 30 leaders here. And I'm really, really humbled that so many of you have decided to come and join this. It's an explanation webinar. It's not even a presentation. It's just a little, like a team talk to make sure that we're all in sync and we're all thinking in the right way, in the right direction, and lined up in the right direction. So November 9th, 9 a.m., website registration will go on hold while the company then builds out that matrix, okay? Now, if you want to be in that matrix before they open up to the world again, you've got to have made sure your money is in the company's account by the 5th of November. That's a long, long, long time. Between now and the 5th is a long time, right? So within 2 days, we're going to be able to pay. 3 days, we're going to be able to pay. And we've got all that time to get our money in. It's not about us leaders. Us leaders on this call here, I expect within the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, we'll all fund our account. But then our job really is to make sure that every single person in our team does the same. Why? Because A, there's an incentive for them to do that. We're in pre-launch. We're going to get in the matrix high up there, because really there's going to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. Millions, I don't know. I hope so. I really hope so. But for sure, hundreds of thousands of people are going to rock and roll into this program over the coming months, not years. And so right now we're a slither, we're a fraction of what this is going to be. So wherever you are in the matrix by the end of this pre-launch phase, you're at the top, really. There's so many more people are going to come in. It's going to pack it out below us. We're all going to have lots and lots of winnings, okay? So 9th of November, 9 a.m., the website registration will be put on hold. The matrix will start building. And then 24 hours later, 23 hours later, November the 10th, 8 o'clock in the morning, Central European time, the full site goes online, okay? The full official LottoSpring site goes online with the official LottoSpring videos on, and the YouTube channel with all the trainings. There's a whole bunch of stuff the company's been working on that's going to be put up live. So when you then send visitors to your LottoSpring site, you see a beautiful little video that's going to explain why LottoSpring is such an awesome game, and then why, by taking a monthly subscription of just €33, they stand the chance of winning a lot more prizes, because the chances of winning are much higher with the way LottoSpring is configured compared to every other lotto that they've ever thought of. Okay, so that whole message will be short, sharp, sweet, put over in a beautiful way, and enticing enough for people to say, yeah, this is interesting. And if they don't, then they're going to get tracked. They're going to get tracked by the company software anyway, even if they don't engage at that point in time. At some point in the future, the company is going to bring them back to our sites and get them to register at some point in the future already. And this has been tested in the test phase that we just had, and it works amazing. I think the company, I can hand on my heart say, the company's put in maybe 2,500 signups in my downline in the last 2 weeks alone. Now, that means in your downline, right? Because all of you guys are in my downline, right? So 2,500 signups have been put in your downline by the company using this technology. Now, how much they do and how little they do, all of that's down to them, and they will measure that. You know that they'll make the right decisions, because they always make the right decisions, okay? But that's what's going to happen. On the 10th of November, the live site will go online. The YouTube channels will be put up, the trainings, and the LottoSpring videos will be up on the site, and we're off and running. Now we're live. Everything is running seamlessly. New players, new members will come and join. They'll register. They'll choose their number. They'll choose their subscription, either €33 or €66 a month. They'll pay for it, and they'll get their ticket issued, and they're live. Everything happens seamlessly. That is how it's going to move from the 10th of November onwards. So what happens on the 10th of November? The very same day, 7 p.m., 10th of November, our first game runs, right? The first Mega 5 Tuesday game, €5 million jackpot game, runs at 7 o'clock in the evening, We're going to get prizes being won. We're going to get multi-wins from people winning prizes in our social circles. Blitz points are going to get issued because we've got people who did. We're going to have a whole bunch of winnings coming through, and we're going to see the winning scroller on the side getting fired up with people just winning. And that's going to be social proof, and that's when it's going to make the whole thing real. All of us are going to be seeing some results coming through. Some of us, if you're a leader, if you haven't referred anybody yet, please don't waste any more time. We're literally, I don't know, 36 hours away, right, before the window closes. Go and get some people referred immediately, right? Immediately. So that you stand a chance of gaining some of the benefits from the pre-launch phase, okay? Now, from the 10th onwards, we're off and running. Everything is smooth, everything's working, it's all dynamic, it's all working sequentially, and it's all pucker. On the 13th, literally 3 days later, it's a Friday, right? So what happens on a Friday? We have an amazing game running on a Friday. The first Mega 10 Friday game, first ever, will run. Again, 7 p.m. We're going to start seeing two things on Friday. We're going to start seeing prize winnings. It's a 10 million euro jackpot, so it's double the money. So it'll be double the prizes being paid out to us. So we're going to start seeing a whole bunch of more money coming in, literally 3 days later. The first Blitz game runs, right? The first Blitz game runs. So all of us who have referred people, who have also activated their accounts, are going to earn Blitz points from day one. That means we're going to start accumulating Blitz points. Some of us is going to turn into Blitz points. Blitz points are going to turn into Blitz tickets if you have 300 or more, right? And we know for a fact that each Blitz ticket is going to win us guaranteed money. You can't lose. You cannot lose with that money, right? So that's an awesome, awesome opportunity for us to see how the Blitz points work, and we're going to start seeing stories firing up on Blitz earnings, Blitz winnings, and it's all going to be really, really cool. And then November 16th, 9 a.m., we're going to have a ProSpring business opportunity website videos. A whole bunch of sales funnels for ProSpring members are going to kick off, and that's when ProSpring's sort of dedicated services and benefits for ProSpring members is going to kick off too. So we're not far off, guys. That's literally 4 weeks away, that whole ProSpring thing. But you know, the ball starts rolling in a day and a half time, 15th of October. It's all going to kick off. So I hope that you take this period seriously. 3 weeks is very, very important. Please, if you have to make some sacrifices to dedicate some time to this, extra effort, extra care, extra attention for your team, extra level of love for your team, you know, really be there for them, because if you do help them out now, you're going to set them up for a long, long time in this opportunity, and they will thank you forever, right? They will thank you for make it all about your team. You know, we're going to look after ourselves. We're going to get in there quickly. We're going to fund our accounts. Then don't just sit back. Get busy. Help others. Right? Let's all chip in and get on the company Facebook page. I'm going to put out some announcements of more webinars that I'm going to do from the company's offices here. The company's going to do their own. I'm going to team up. For example, Akeem, Munir, Germany. Let's do one in Germany. South Africa. Let's do one in South Africa. Ping me. Right? Hit me up and let's do one in South Africa. KJ, Brian, Scandinavia, let's do Scandinavia. Gusvinder, Canada, let's do one for India, let's hit that up. Ong in Malaysia, let's do Malaysia. Australia, let's do Australian. I'm available to do all of these for all of your team members, starting today, going forward until the end of the 3 week period. If I have to do one every single day, I've already told my family I'm not around much for the next 3 weeks, okay? So let's get with it. Let's fire it up. It's a special time with a special opportunity. You've shown us, you've shown the company faith. I've shown company the faith for joining up and then and promoting it to all you guys. I can't wait to do more of these things. David and Lorraine, by the way, short message for you. Very, very keen on doing something with you guys and your teams too, dedicated specifically to your teams. We can open it up. You know, if you have people in Germany, I'm sure our team will very gladly accommodate them. South Africa, we'll do all of these things, guys. We're very, very fortunate that we have a Tom Boyle. Wow, I've just seen Tom Boyle. Welcome to the team, Tom. Nice to have you, my friend. Good to see you. So you know, I think we've got a, what I'd like to cultivate is a really nice team spirit between us. You know, we can all benefit from each other. All of us are going to be slinged together in syndicates where we don't know each other, so we don't know who we're helping. Let's just have this culture of being nice. Business does not have to be done in a horrible way. It can be done beautifully. I'm a big advocate of that. A very, very close friend, a brother of mine, Gary Chamberlain, who's also joining us, which is brilliant, has taught me that it's the little things that make the biggest differences in these types of businesses. It's the little things that make the biggest differences. These 3 weeks is about paying attention to the little things and being there for other people, right? Let's do that. So I hope that's been of use to you guys. If you have any questions, support is always available. You guys know how good they are. You know, come and just email them. We're going to put out some more announcements. This video, this webinar is going to be has been recorded, so I'm going to put it up I'll put up a link somewhere that maybe even get the company to email everybody the link to this, so everyone understands the launch sequence. I hope I understood it correctly, by the way. I think I have. So my battery's about to go on me here. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time and trouble to be here with me on this Google Hangout. It's been fun. I'm excited. I'm sure you are too. And yep, let's go out there and kick it up, right? So we'll see you soon, guys. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. If you have any questions, please do get back to the person who's you know, got you involved with us. If you have any special requests for me to appear on some of your webinars and just help out, I'll roll my sleeves up, get in there, do whatever it takes to make sure that my team is successful, my team is motivated, my team is excited, my team is winning money, and my team are happy, right? Because a happy team makes a happy leader. So again, thank you very much for being with me, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers.